Hello everybody, Flick here. It's time for yet another Let's Look At, and today we are taking a look at March of the Living by Creaky Corpse, which is a fun name given the concept of the game they've got here. They described it as a mix between FTL, Faster Than Light, and The Walking Dead, and they're pretty much spot on with what I've played so far. I played the entirety of one game, I got about 3/4 of the way through Area 1, and then everybody was brutally murdered by zombies. So we're going to jump into a game here, but before I get started I will just say that they are currently attempting to get onto Steam via the Greenlight process. So in the description box below there will be a link for you to check it out, and by the end of the video, if you think you'd like to see this for sale on Steam, go cast your vote. And if you don't want it on Steam, you could also cast your vote, you know. Make up your own mind, as I keep on telling you people. So, we'll jump in, and I thought, yeah, I unlocked someone in my off-camera game. So there is other starting characters depending on how you play out stories that you can come across at random as you travel the world. Your general goal is just to survive and make progress, by the way, I forgot to cover that. And each character does have certain proficiencies. We'll probably just start as Greg because he's the default guy, but I have unlocked Derek, who's got a bit more HP. He doesn't start with as much ammunition, he starts with way more food. And he has a shotgun as opposed to an old revolver, which I assume he's proficient with. Yeah, he's an expert shotgunner. Fair enough. What's Resilient do? -1 damage from melee attacks. Hunting skills are very valuable these days. Alright, so there's a spelling error there. It should say very valuable. And also I'm not sure what that does. So all our standard guy's got is just, he's an expert with pistols and he's kind of okay with rifles and shotguns. That's about it. But yeah, we'll play as Greg and we'll start. And it'll load us in. I think the map might look the same every time once we get to the map, but your destination is randomised when you get there. Anyway, a few days before your house was raided, you caught rumours on your low-band radio of a place where people can be safe from the infection. As it's becoming harder each days to find that could be worded better. To find supplies, you decide that your best chance of survival is to head east towards this so-called safe haven. Press 1 to start your journey. So it's paused FTL style. You can pause whenever you want by pressing space to position your team. We are obviously alone, but you can have up to 6. You've got to manage your ammo, your food, your reloading in combat. You've got to decide, do you want to take your time to aim for a headshot, or do you just want to quickly try and down a zombie to give you breathing room? I believe the grills just kind of give you a hint how close you are to an encounter triggering, but I'm not 100% on that. So, we just go to our map. Actually this might be an entirely different layout. I seem to remember a town being here-ish when I was playing off camera. Maybe I'm wrong, I can't quite remember. But anyway, as it says up there, this is a beta. I would actually say maybe even a bit earlier than a beta, personally. But it's limited to the first 2 zones. We don't have access to the third, so there's no like finale, although that doesn't matter because I got annihilated roughly here-ish. So I assume the longer you stay kind of just like going up and down rather than making progress, maybe that's what the growls mean. You know, the equivalent of the fleet catching up to you in FTL. Maybe it's like the hordes catch up to you, so you'll get attacked way more often by much tougher enemies. We'll make some forward progress. Towns are your best bet to get supplies, be it ammunition, food, a safe place to rest. So we'll head kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's head down that way. We'll press here. As you can see, the grills are kind of just pulsing. We might get a fight, we might not. And as we move, our fatigue and hunger go down. And depending on how low they are, you get penalties, although we have just stumbled across a random event. You come across a trio, 2 men and a woman sitting around a campfire cooking some type of meat. Oh, you scared me. You can't be sneaking up on people like that, the woman says, grasping her chest. You almost gave me a heart attack. The smell of the cooking meat has your stomach growling. It's almost like it's begging to eat. Asking to be ate, maybe. Ask them why they're not afraid of other people. Ask them about what they're cooking. Tell them you're just passing by. I want to know what they're cooking. You're asking the wrong questions. You should just be on your way now. Wanting to avoid confrontation, they were eating people. They were eating people. 100% eating people. Soylent Green. So we might get into a combat situation here. And if we do, I will talk about how combat works once we get there. If not, we're just going to hold off. It's getting very high. Oh, they're way back down now. A wild dog hears you approaching and begins to growl and bark. It seems to be injured badly, and you notice the initials HH branded onto it. It's right next to a large bite mark that can be seen on its back. Doesn't look like it's going to make it. You can hear moans and grunts in the distance. You have to act quickly before they come to investigate. Try to quiet the dog with some food. End the dog's suffering. Run past the dog. I will try to keep him quiet with food. Yeah, I'll have Greg feed. I guess there's a chance for injury here. That's why you get to pick who does an event. The dog doesn't seem to be interested and continues to bark at alerts nearby rotters. Oh, I dropped the food in panic and I assume I have combat. Yes, I do. So this is combat against just 2 zombies and they've started well away from me, so this is actually a pretty easy encounter, although sometimes, well, very often, at least 1 or 2 zombies will spawn right next to you. So we have an action to select. We can either aim for the body, aim for the head, or wait and do nothing. We're going to aim for the head, and we'll start with that guy there, and 1 pause. So our headshot chance is 75, and I missed, of course I did. Got that one though. We'll have you finish off that one. Ammo is there, by the way. You missed again? It's a 75% chance to hit, for goodness sake. You're not that tired. So there we go. And we'll reload before we move. That's a shame. So like FTL, you get randomly spawned events, and depending on your choices, different things can happen. We'll just eat one of our 4 food there. And I hope that we'll run across a survivor that we can bring with us to kind of up our chances, although then you've got to worry more about hunger and whatnot. You see a man carrying a deer off in the distance. You briefly travel into the forest and see he is going towards camp. Yeah, approach him, why not? Try to sneak up behind the man to see what he's doing, but you make too much noise. You know, if you're going to try to sneak up on me, you gotta do better. The man keeps walking to the cabin. Been hunting out here for years. Heard you walking behind me for the last few minutes. What can I do? What can I help you with? Want some deer? Yes? Sure, you can have some. He's a bigger fella anyways. More than enough to share. He goes into his cabin. A few minutes later, he comes out with a chunk of meat. There you go, get going now. I have stuff to do. Everybody with what you got, and leaves the man to himself. I wonder if I had picked the other option, he would have travelled with me. They give me 2 food. That's pretty good. I'd rather not rest. Actually, you might not even be able to rest when you're by yourself. When you're with other people and you choose to rest just on the road, you have to pick someone to stand guard so that you don't get bitten in the night. But in town, you hide in buildings, so I think everybody can. Anyway, you begin to hear the faint sound of an engine noise in the distance. Spinning around, you scan the horizon behind. Several motorbikes with armed raiders are speeding directly towards you. Armed riders, sorry. I don't trust bikers. Open fire as soon as they get within range. I will choose... If I hide, nothing's going to happen, probably. Against my better judgment, I'm going to ask them for assistance. As the bikers draw near, you start trying to catch their attention and they begin to slow down. Within seconds, they draw their weapons and the leader tells you to hand over your food or you die. Give them 1 ration, pretend you don't have more. You hand it over, they seem content. Alright, so they were dicks, what a surprise. So I lost 1 of the 2 free food I just got. But that's okay because we're about to get to our first town. Having a lot less encounters with zombies and a lot more encounters with random events than my other game. I say as 1 triggers. So it's 4 zombies. 1, 2, 3. I think 1's behind me. We're going to choose to wait for now until I know where the other one is. You can move, by the way. Alright, so they are actually over there. Headshot him. And hopefully we'll get them all before they get close. I say as my character misses again. When zombies get... And again... When zombies get into range with you, they will grapple you so you can't move away as freely. I think you can still fire as far as I'm aware. Don't miss, don't miss, don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. You missed. You need to reload. Although it looks like the zombie's doing a pretty bad job hitting you. Ah, now you're grappled. Which also lowers your chance to hit, I think. No, that's just fatigue that's doing that. Stop missing! Thank you. So, we got 6 shotgun bullets. Considering I don't have a shotgun, that could have gone better. We'll reload. We only lost 1 pip of health, right? No, 2. And as you can see, fatigue, as it gets down and down, it starts giving you various penalties to your damage, your hit chance. Anyway, let's hope that we get into the town. Alright, we are in Lost Prairie. We're going to start with... Start with the apartments. And now you get a chance to pick how long you search for, and depending on how long you search, it increases your chance of an encounter. We'll search for 40 minutes, so we've got a 1 in 4 chance of getting into a fight. I think if you get into a fight, you don't get anything. Oh dear, as we're about to confirm one way or the other. And that's 5 zombies, so this could be death right here. I'm going to move because I assume there's a zombie behind me. No, there's not. That's not so bad then. I only have 8 bullets though. And my character has opted to miss an awful lot this time. That could just be down to the fatigue though. Yeah, he's dead. He is very dead. I do have a melee weapon, which I may have to use. Alright, let's switch to melee weapon. And hope he does a little bit better with that, because he is going to die. Though he's definitely dead. Hit him. Hit him. Are you not hitting? I mean, it doesn't matter because you're going to die for sure, but... Alright, I think we're just going to let this happen at this point. I got screwed over by RNG there. Let's try again. Start your journey. We're still going... Ah, alright. That confirms that it is randomized. Also, that's a very congested area of cities there. Well, we'll definitely want to head in that direction. Hopefully this time we'll find someone early so I can manage my fatigue. I mean, maybe you can rest by yourself in the middle of nowhere, but it doesn't sound like a smart idea to me. Rain causes fatigue to increase faster and hinders recovery while resting. The heavier the rain, the greater the effect. Good. Is there a quick restart actually? I'm just curious. No, I'm not going to do it, but I am just curious. Seeing movement ahead of you, you drop down to the side of the road, hidden from view. You peek out, and while your instincts were correct, what you find was not what you expected. An ungainly man dressed in priest garb is stumbling down the road in your direction. Sure, we're early enough in this run rather, that I want to know what he's going to do. Not only do you succeed in doing so, but the priest lets out an aggressive growl. Oh, it's a zombie priest. Well. Take this, zombie priest. Oh good, I've got a guy who can aim this time. So, cigarettes. It says not helpful, but highly seeked. It should be sought by others. I've never found who that is. I've never found any kind of merchant. Let's hope that we actually get out of the rain. Because it's actually draining my fatigue like ridiculously quickly. Well, when I stop moving, it's actually, let's test. Ah yeah, there's no wait button. So if you are by yourself, you can only rest in cities. Oh wait, no, hang on. This is a risky zone to rest, yes. So it does let you rest. I wonder if the zombies start right next to you if a fight triggers though. That'll probably do. We got a lot of the bar back. Get up, you fool! There's zombies are transpiring. A homemade sign with the word food and an arrow pointing towards a small house can be seen. The road is completely empty. Follow the sign. You walk up to the front door of the house and knock. You wait a minute and decide to knock again just to be sure. A big thud against the door causes you to take a step back. Another thud against the door and it goes down with infected pouring out. Hooray. Not having much luck with these events, am I? Oh no, the one time I wasn't expecting someone to spawn behind me, one spawned behind me. Don't miss. Good. You winged him. I told you to aim for the head. You winged him again. Right, headshot. Let's do it. One shot, one kill. Nice. Oh, we got keys. Keys to the cabin, perhaps? I don't actually know what we do with those. Interesting. I think, I mean, maybe they've already tested this, but I think it would be more balanced if you started with 2 people, not 1. As you come on top of a hill, that could be reworded as well. You see pack of rotter. Alright, this sentence is terrible. You definitely need to go over your writing. As you come to the top of a hill, you see a pack of rotters at the bottom. Find a way around them. This might take time, but it's better to avoid the fight. Yes. So that obviously needs work. The English in the game is not perfect. But the game is also in beta, so there's plenty of opportunity for such things to be improved. We'll eat, we will not rest. I would rather get to the town, if possible, and this time not get a horde after me after one search. I swear it got a lot further when I was playing off camera. I had a big team, we were doing okay, and then I just got screwed over at the end. Seems quiet. Memories of... yeah, okay, it's just... that's blurb. Traversing few moments, a rotter approaches you. No. I spent too long just wistfully looking into the distance that one zombie came after me. Good shot. You could be an XCOM soldier. Reloaded. Let me get to town. where we shall rest and eat, and then search for more ammunition, hopefully. Yep, getting tired. So, we don't want to do any of that yet, we just want to rest. So it wastes a little bit of time finding a safe place to rest. I didn't actually think it was possible to get ambushed while searching for that. It didn't give a percentage chance. That's unfortunate. Because I'm still getting the fatigue penalties. Might get lucky here. We've got plenty of ammunition, it's just a case of whether I can take most of them out before they reach me. It does seem like when you have less people, there's more chance of them not spawning right behind you. You winged him! Alright, we took 1 damage. You missed. You got him. Reload again. So we've got rifle bullets, we've got a semi-automatic pistol which is not as powerful as what I'm using, and we've got rope. Well, in that case we'll just leave the rusty pistol and take that in case we get an event that uses it. I would like to rest now, please. Yes, good. It's going to kill our hunger, of course. Should have ate first, actually, before sleeping. Because we'll start losing HP if our hunger drains completely, which is about to. Yep, wake up. The yellow bit means if you eat, you get that back. There we are. So now we can scavenge, and I'm going to go to the police station, and we're going to do 40 minutes. Can't possibly result in combat 2 attempts in a row. Never mind. It resulted in combat 2 times in a row. None behind me though, so we should be okay. Now that I'm rested as well, my aim is a little bit better. I assume this bit along the bottom is your percentage chance to hit based on how close they are to you, so that's pretty nice if it is. And based on the shot type you picked. Unfortunately those misses put me in a bit of a bad situation. So we're going to get grappled. Ah, I see what's happening. Both of them hitting you kind of in, like just out of sync. When you get hit you lose the progress of your bar, so that's why they managed to get more hits. We found more ammunition, so that's handy. Luckily you don't need inventory space for that. I would very much like to scavenge the police station, but it won't let me do it. Alright, we'll hospital for health then. Let's just screw it. We'll go for the straight up 50-50 chance because I'm having terrible luck. Flip of a coin. There's another 5 zombies. We have exactly enough bullets if I have 100% accuracy. Nope. Well, at least one is getting to us then. The weapon is out of bullets. That's a very unfortunate time to reload as well. Oh, also I didn't realise it isn't counting the bullets in your clip. It's counting the bullets in the reserve only. So I assume I still have one then, because he's still firing. Now you have none. So now you just have to use your good old-fashioned hammer to smack him. Oh, I just noticed there's a flea button. Risk losing equipment or account group members. Don't know why account came to mind. Are you actually hitting him? Melee attack. Him. We survived barely. We did get food rations and antibiotics. Let's get rid of the keys. Take them. Use. Put the keys back. Well, we're still screwed. But not quite as screwed. Drugstore. 50-50 chance. Let's do this. I like those odds. For the 3rd time in a row. Yeah! So that's 2 well, hang on. We'll put that in there for now. We'll take that. Use that. Alright, we're breathing still anyway. And finally, well, we might as well do the last 2 locations. We'll do the 1 and 4. And we'll get into combat. No, we didn't. See, now I'm just using reverse psychology. We've got tons of food. And finally, we'll scavenge the apartments. 1 in 4 chance again. And we did it. What did we get? Oh, more food. Okay, so before we do anything else, we're going to eat. And then we're going to rest again. And then leave this city at full fatigue unless I get into combat here. Okay. I assume we're hiding in this building here then. So how do I feel about March of the Living so far? Again, keeping in mind they're classing it as a beta. I would class it maybe even as something a bit earlier than that. They're still trying to get onto the green light process, and even if they do get on, it's still going to be a work in progress. So keep that in mind for everything that you're seeing. It does need work, but as a concept, I think mixing the zombie game theme, which I know some people are tired of, but I don't think I'll ever be tired of, with FTL type combat. Like if you picture your person that you're playing as here as a ship instead, it's very similar. You're managing your health, fatigue, and hunger instead of like your shields and your engine and whatnot. But essentially, right. So we got this event again. Well, I'm going to ask them why they're not afraid of other people this time. Oh, we've been living around this area for a while. Most of the people coming through are not looking for trouble. A man sitting next to her chimes in. Everyone is heading east. That's where you'll run into the more aggressive groups. The man stands up and says, "Where are our manners? Allow me to introduce my group. My name is Frank. This lovely woman is Hannah. The quiet one across from her is Jerome. Ask if you can have some of the meat." I don't need the meat, so we'll just ask them why they chose to live here. We were going to go east like everyone else, but the closer we got, the harder it was. We're happy here. That's right, no one bothers us here, like you for example. Anyways, I see you eyeballing that meat. Why don't you sit down and grab a bite? Okay, let's eat, people. You take a bite and notice it has a weird texture to it, but continue to eat as they talk about how they met for a few minutes. Jerome doesn't seem to be eating. Ask Jerome why he's not eating. I just can't, it's people. Frank cuts him off, don't you say anything. But Jerome continues, it's people, you're eating a person. This is how they lure people in. Don't let them capture you like they did me. Run now. You quickly jump up and sprint until it feels safe and hope Jerome is okay. No, he's dead. It's too dangerous to go back, so you continue your journey. You feel extremely sick. Well, when in Rome. Let's go. We can go straight to another town. That might be our death, or it might be something we absolutely need. If I can get some more health from like a hospital. Again, what I'm really missing though is just another pair of hands. So we will definitely go to the hospital and we'll take our 50-50 chance. Never let me gamble. Although we did make it, and we actually got a crap ton of stuff. So we're essentially just going to use all of these for the sake of healing back to full. Although, hang on, no, they're too good. I want to hold on to the first aid kit, so I guess we're just going to... I'm going to dump the cigarettes, we'll take the keys, because the keys they must do something. So our next biggest issue, we've got tons of food, so we'll eat again. Our next issue is ammunition, so we'll go to the police station and hope for the best. Hopefully find some pistol ammo. Nope. 5 zombies. So there's also the ability to push back again. That only really works if you have multiple people. Have someone pushing back so the person with the ammunition can get clean shots. So we just have melee attacks. I'll try and flee. I lost 2 rifle bullets for a rifle I don't have. I'd say that's fair. Alright, let's try and find some ammunition in the apartments rather. Yeah, I assume this is America. People have guns. Nope, just more zombies. Let's try and flee again. No, not that way. That's where the zombies are. You can also, if you pause and hold it over the zombies, see their stats and their attacks. $15.40, yes. Oh, it's because I paused just at the end of the fight there and it was actually carrying over to here. Well, now I need to eat again and rest. If I get seen here, I think I just have to fight. But I didn't. So yeah, my biggest complaint is starting as one person. I feel it limits what you can do. It definitely limits your inventory space. Even if you start with someone who's a little bit weak, compared to Greg as your standard start guy. We just need ammo. We're not going to find ammo in any of those places. Whoops. Map. Let's just push on. Maybe get a random event where we get a person to join us. You can also get quests that involve you travelling back. Like I found a girl who wanted to take me to a cache that she knew of. And it was actually a few steps back. So we ran into a lot of fights, but as a result we got her to join us. A van approaches, but there is nowhere to hide. You stand where you are and wait to see what happens, expecting the worst. The van slowly stops with squeaking brakes, the right window rolls down, and a young man asks you if you need a ride. Sure. I've actually had that event before, so I knew it had a good outcome. It's one of those fake out ones where it seems like there has to be something wrong, and he says, no, the zombies, they're the enemies. We should just be good to each other. So he's taken me much further, I assume, and for some reason that drained my hunger fully. I'm not sure that should be how that works. But I was there and he took me up here. That's not too bad. I'm going to double back though, so that we can get another chance at raiding a police station for ammunition. If I had a rifle it wouldn't be so bad, because at least I have some ammunition for that. Police station, we'll take the 1 and 4 then, and hope for the best. Okay. We got a crap ton of rifle bullets and nothing else. Well, and 1 food ration. Nothing I can use. Damn! Damn. Alright, we'll try the apartments for ammunition then. Those are really the only 2 locations I need. We're fine for HP and we're fine for food. I say as we get a bunch more food. Or give me a vendor who I can sell my food to. We are going to have to rest before I leave though. Oh, at least we found a place to rest. Alright, we'll let our fatigue go up. Our hunger can basically get all the way down because we've got so much food. Alright, that'll do about now. I might as well let... Ah. Oh, it forced me out when my fatigue hit. I was going to wait until it stopped raining. Just leave. Just go. Let's see if I can get to area 2 by myself. Yeah, I would say the drain on your fatigue when it's raining is a little bit too high. But again, these little balance things, they are what gets sorted through the creation process as well. Silver car drives up from the hill. Sure, I'll flag it down. I'll flag it down. The car doesn't stop and Greg moves out of the way just in time. The car continues off without a care in the world. You dick. You can't trust people who drive silver cars, but you can trust people who drive suspicious looking black vans. Up ahead you can see a human body lying in the ground. Search the body. Greg can search the body. He eventually finds some interesting items. Oh, 2 old rifles! And they're actually more damaging than my old... Oh, and some pistol bullets. Well, that's good. Well, let's dump the keys and take 1 of the old rifles. See, if I had someone else, I'd just have found them a perfectly good weapon to use while I stick with my pistols, since my speciality is pistols, but I'm okay with rifles. Well, so that gives us an alternative if I run out of pistol ammo. Good. Can I force a reload when I'm not in combat? No, I cannot. Eat and move. We might get to area 2, which is ridiculous given how many bad run-ins I've had and that I'm still by myself. Although we are going to need to rest again soon and there's no cities. Actually, you know what a good... Hang on, what is this? Why can't I pick option 1? Oh, I bet it's because my gun is out of ammo. Oh no, I forgot to equip it, that's why. Damn it. Yeah, let's see if he's a traitor. Ah, alright, I triggered zombies. Pardon me. Well, we'll equip our good old revolver and we'll have to reload as our first action because that's what I forgot to do. There's only 3 zombies, that's not terrible. And we absolutely want to aim for the upper body and we'll start with you. I forgot what I was saying now prior to that happening. Oh, I remember now. If I was to suggest some items to add to the possible loot tables of what you can find, energy drinks or that kind of thing where it's an item that can restore your fatigue without you actually having to sleep. You know, like coffee or something. Coffee, energy drinks, that kind of thing. Maybe they have an associated like debuff after they wear off or something to make up for the fact. I think that would be a nice little touch. Because your fatigue drains real quick. Like real quick. If you were in a life or death situation, you could stay up for 24 hours. If you had to. Oh, random combat against 1 zombie, not an issue. Not an issue, I said, Greg. Not an issue. Take those last 2 bullets. No, we don't want a pack of cigarettes. We are going to need to rest though. Care for a little game a man standing at a hastily made table asks. There's quite a bit of food in it for you. Not interested in food, thanks. Also, it's Russian roulette? No. We are going to have to rest. We're so close. I know it's a risky zone. Even just getting back up to halfway so the penalty goes down. Alright, we're at no fatigue penalty. Oh wait. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That'll do. Actually, there's a delay when you press the button. Get out of there. Oh, there is another town. Oh, also I just realised the exit is only there. I thought you had to get to anywhere on this side. Well, we're going on a little bit longer than I thought, thanks to having to restart a couple of times before we got a game where we have some legs here. 1, 2, there's only 2. I mean, maybe I should be using a rifle when they're at extreme range, but since this guy's expertise is in pistols, I assume I still have the best chance using those. I will run out of ammo for it soon though. A camcorder? Let's get rid of the rope and take the camcorder then. Maybe it gives you more if you sell it. So look at that, hunger is already down there and fatigue's already below half again. So what do I want here? I want more ammo, please. So we'll take the police station. We'll take our 50-50 chance. I'm being a little bit lackadaisical with my choices now because I'd be okay with this run now ending. Although of course we get away with it. And we've got a crap ton of rifle ammo if nothing else. We will eat. And we will rest. I'll see if I can get to zone 2 at the very least and then stop there. We did actually get a safe place to rest again. I'm getting all the right dice rolls now. We'll let it max out because we essentially need it to. Yep. Map. So I can't just go down there apparently. We need to go from here, I guess. I'm disappointed I didn't run into any of the events where you can get someone to join your team. Because I would have liked to show off the party dynamic, especially of having someone like purely focus on shoving zombies so someone with a gun with ammo can concentrate on sniping. It's a fun little tactic. So what is this? The road is covered with crows. The crows are feasting on them. There could be good loot, but alright, so we're gonna just sneak by. Why? Because I have no inventory space and I already have 2 guns. That's why. And lots of food. Yeah, there could be more pistol ammo in it for me. I'm gonna have to use the rifle very soon. Oh, girls went back down. An older man in his underwear is clumsily walking around the road. It seems that he has no idea where he is. Ask the man if he is lost. Lost? No, I'm exactly where I belong. What about you? Are you lost? East means peace. Hehehe. Nothing you don't know already. You continue east. I wonder if I'd asked him about his underwear. That would have went somewhere dark. Who knows? Alright, 2 more moves after this one. Or 3 counting the destination, and we're there. I did not have enough fatigue left to last that long. Is this that same house? No, it's a different house. I'm gonna ignore it. Although I could hide in it to rest. We'll just push on, we'll try and make it. You just stay down, grill bar. Yeah, that's what I thought. You spot a group of armed soldiers marching in line towards you. Consider asking them for more details, but decide against it. Oh, okay. Didn't really get a choice there. I wonder if you had someone in particular, maybe with military training, there was another outcome to that. So this move and then the move to get to Area 2. We are going to be at 0 fatigue, unfortunately. But if we get there, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I know you need sleep. What's the debuff like? Minus 10 to aim, minus 2 to damage, minus 20 to speed. At the same time, that makes you hang on. You're walking alongside the road, idly kicking a rock to alleviate your boredom. For a rare moment, you can appreciate proper silence, undisturbed by the moans of the undead. At the same time, it makes you feel unsettled. Unholster your weapon. You rush towards combat. If I had a nurse, I could treat the wound. Oh well. Well, let's not dwell on that, because I just gave my character PTSD. Whoops! I wonder who has the nurse trait. I don't think any of the starting characters did. Because you can kind of see what the stats are of the ones I haven't unlocked yet. 2 men in an argument. I'm not going to let you keep taking my gear hand over the whiskey. Leave them to argue with each other. You must spend your credits immediately. Click to buy. Oh right, so there's a vendor as you move to each area, I see. A wedding ring? Will you marry me? Bobblehead. Old rifle. Well, we can definitely sell the old camcorder for 4 credits, and that's basically it. But you can buy lots of ammo. 10 for 2 credits. That's, oh wait, it's 1 per 2 credits. Oh, that's not as good. I mean, that's okay. So yeah, I think that's where we're going to end there. We got to Area 2. It's ridiculous that I got there with one person just kind of milling around. But this has been a look at the early beta version of March of the Living by Creaky Corpse. Trying to get on green light, so if you're interested, or if you just want more information about what they have planned for the game, go to the link in the description box below to check out the green light campaign. Thanks very much for watching, and ta-ta for now.